All right, so she's all back together again in all her glory and etc. etc. So this side is pretty much done, other than I gotta still get the weather stripping installed around the door, and I still have to order the felt line weather strip. I had the old inner felt here. I still don't have the outer. And the felt on the driver's side got messed up when I pulled it off the old door. It doesn't really clip on that great. And also this fender, I'm not sure if this is how I had it installed before, but I don't remember it opening up a big gap right there. Maybe it did. I do notice that the hood hangs past. It's pretty much fairly even on this side, but the hood actually hangs past on this side. Not sure about that either. But this fender seemed like it wants to sit back this ways. I think if I try to push it in to close this gap any, this wants to just like rub against the pillar and against up here. But as for the door down here, I don't know if y'all remember, but that used to stick out a good ways. Now, it's pretty good. Fender's out just a hair. That's mainly because I had an issue with it catching. You can see a little bit right there and right there where it rubbed. I think mainly because I added material onto this fender when I did it, and it actually is thicker than the rest of it up in this area, because I tightened up the gap some back when I was doing the door and working on this gap here and whatnot. Anyways, I had to do a little bit of adjustment, so it nicked it just a little bit, and I had to pull this out as hard as I could to get it to clear to where it wouldn't rub. Now it seems to be spot on, good. But I got my mirror reinstalled. I still need to do some adjusting on the glass itself, but the door is on. Vent window here is not perfect because when I roll the glass up, this window wants to kind of rock back and forth a little bit, so I know it's not right. And my stops aren't set right because the glass stops like right around here. It doesn't roll all the way up, and it leaves a little bit of a gap at the top. So I didn't set my stops right, but I already reassembled all the innards. So, but back here too, this still sticks out just a hair, but it is so much better than what it used to be. I don't know if I can, let's see if I can get an angle where you can see down this. Yeah. So it still sticks out just a hair, but it is so much better than what it was, to the point of where I'm happy with this. As far as body lines, they're pretty much spot on. It might be sitting just a hair low right now. As for the door, it actually has smoothed out. When I first shut the door after installing the weather stripping, it wanted to bow the door out. I haven't gone back and painted all these again to see if, or to make sure it's not rubbing or anything, but you can see where originally there's little ridges underneath where the weather stripping goes down here. Those little doohickeys, these right here, I don't know if you can even see in the light, but these little wavy things, I ended up grinding those down some with a flapper disc and just knocking a little bit of the tip off so they wouldn't rub. But my door shut smooth now. The other day I was having to slam the out of it to get it shut. So much better now. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what this is right here. I guess just dirty. Yeah, she's definitely dusty and dirty, but I took her for a rip last night for dinner, and oh my goodness, how I've missed this car. She's been wanting to be driven. Rolled out of a stop sign and just roasting the backs, hit second and just stayed roast. I had to let out of it because I was starting to kick sideways, but oh man, I missed it. Can't wait to get this thing on the road again and start playing with the tuning a little bit more. I think I'm happy with my spark table. I know the fuel table needs a little bit more work to get it right, but she's getting there. I adjusted my cranking fuel a little bit more. Now it's, if I don't wait for the fuel prime, it turns over for about 2 seconds before it fires, just off of cranking fuel. And then if I wait for the prime shot, it'll pretty much fire right up immediately. So I might need to play with the cranking fuel just a little bit more. But yeah, So anybody that watches the channel that hasn't seen the post or doesn't follow on the Holley pages or anything, I made a post recently saying that I'll be doing a video hopefully on all the little minor and random issues people encounter with Holley snipers particularly. It applies to some of the other Holleys too, but this is mainly going to be for the snipers. But I'm going to go over some of the normal issues people encounter, how to troubleshoot them, how to fix them, and I'm going to try to compile them into one video and do a bunch of timestamps. What are you doing? What are you doing, Goofy? So if anyone's watching this video that didn't see the post, I was reaching out for ideas for things to touch on for video ideas pretty much. And the basic things I got or that I could think of were going to be interference issues, proper power grounds, IAC issues, idle issues, AFR spikes, surging. Some of the other people mentioned ignition setups, hyperspark versus non-hyperspark, which I don't know if they meant specifically hyperspark or if they mean timing control, non-timing control. Maybe they do mean specifically just the hyperspark, and assuming they mean mainly the hyperspark distributor or the combo of distributor and CD box. One person mentioned the throttle extension. Probably the progressive linkage goes in hand with that, touching on it. I can't think of some of the others right off, but that's just a couple of things that have been mentioned in the comments or that I mentioned going over. Another couple of things I will touch on will be like the closed loop learn, which I've gone over in some of my videos on tuning, but I'm going to try to just compile a huge, this is probably going to be an hour-long video, and just do timestamps and list what each thing is. That way you could, scroll the description, click on the timestamp of where I start going over it, and hopefully teach some of the people that are new to these snipers or new to the Holley EFI how to work on their own stuff without having to reach out to Holley or to other people. That way they can see this and learn from it, and if they see other people with the similar issues, they can share the video. Hopefully that's what my goal is. Hopefully that it's a one place fix all, well, not necessarily fix all, but one-stop shop for most minor issues and issues that people encounter that, for normal everyday people that are coming from, a carburetor, never mess with electronics, don't know computers, and, they've been rocking the old school stuff forever, don't have any clue on this stuff. I mean, it's all Greek to them. So hopefully it'll break it down in layman's terms and give them some input and a little bit of knowledge to move forward with. So yeah, if you know of anything else to throw in on that video, shoot me some ideas in the comments or something. Let me know what you think. And thanks for watching, guys. I don't know what my next project will be on this car other than, like I said, making that video, but I know the things I still need to do are the exhaust that I've got sitting in the box right here with the black spray paint going all up it. That's 2.5 inch, I think, stainless. I need to do full exhaust on the car so I can do away with the side exhaust. I want to do exhaust out the back and eventually out the rear quarter, out the side. I do need to do a cage at some point, but before the cage, I got to get some seats. I'll probably be getting some Corbeaus. And then I need to get a headliner before I do the cage as well, so it'll be in. So yeah, that's pretty much all these things are money items, except for the exhaust. The exhaust is just a whole lot of time. Yeah, the other only big, huge money item that I have to do, or I want to do, is transmission swap. I do want to put a T56 Magnum in here with a twin clutch, and yeah, that's going to be a lot of stuff. I want to say close to $7 grand when I tallied it up. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, if you want to see more, want to learn more about sniper stuff, I do videos on that occasionally. Subscribe to the channel and keep tuned in. Thanks for watching, guys.